Webheads, what if there are no new comic books? What do you do instead? Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I am your host, Mike Spider-Slayer, always helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy. But today, guys, I am bringing you another episode of Spider-Slayer's Comic Book Haul. Fans, this is episode 493, and this is the video series where each and every week I share with you guys what I pick up at the comic book store, which is Comic Central, located in Central Florida in the city of Sanford. So if you guys are ever in the area, go ahead, stop by, tell them Mike Spider-Slayer sent you. Guys, they'll provide you with the ultimate customer service. It's a great experience while you're there. All right, guys. So before we dive into the mysterious black bag, I just wanted to let you know that, yes, my comics did not come into the comic book shop. They were delayed except for a couple of DC comic books. So that question is true. What if your comic books don't come in? What do you do instead? Do you pass up the comic book day and not buy anything else? Or do you buy something else and go back at a later date and pick up those new comic books? Well, we're going to find out right now, guys. So let's dive into that mysterious black bag, right? With a big what if scenario. What do you get instead? So before we get into these comic books, guys, I just want to do the Facebook group page shoutouts. Our first shout out goes to Steve White. This just gets me excited every time I check out a collection. This is from my brother's collection. He wanting to sell off his books, so he's helping him out and bought this box off to start him out. This is the complete run of G.I. Joe. That's pretty cool of you, Steve, to buy out your brother's collection of G.I. Joe comics. There's some great comics in there, especially that issue 1. Our next shout out goes to Jack Ellenberg, who says, guys, just let anyone know that you are out there collecting comics. You never know who has a collection that they're going to want to sell or get rid of. And this is a guy that he's worked with for years, and basically he gave him his comic book collection, and you get to see some of the awesome books that he's received here, right? So he's got Werewolf by Night, he's got some old Iron Man, he's got some Silver Age, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., Captain America books. Man, Jack, you had totally scored. Congratulations on that. And then, guys, last but not least, we have a new webhead. This is Eleanor. That's right, guys. Meet Eleanor. This is Corey Miller's youngest daughter right here. He said, life has changed majorly for me this week in a good way. This last Thursday, I added a future webhead to our family. I'll get back to reading someday, but right now I love spending my time with her instead. Everyone, meet Eleanor. That is awesome, and I love the Penn State gear on there. It's so cool. Congratulations, Corey, on your new baby girl, and I wish her all the best. So, guys, there are your shout-outs. And if you want to become a member of Comic Book Corner 2.0 Webheads Unite group page, guys, just go on the Facebook, find my group page. I'll look over you, I will approve you, and you can join this wonderful community, guys, of just comic goodness where everybody posts everything that has to deal with comic books, whether you're at the shop, your comic book haul, runs that you're collecting, omnibuses that you're collecting. Guys, it's shared on here. The latest and greatest thing was the comic book storefronts, and here's one that I'm showing you right here. So guys, join today, and you also could be shouted out on future comic book hauls. All right, so the mysterious black bag is full in effect, and the stuff is on the ground, and here is the stack. What do you see in there? Uh-oh, what did Mike Spider-Slayer pick up today? Well, you're soon going to find out, guys. So first things first is we wound up getting the new DC Connect Previews Mag. That's right, guys. This is the thing that, lets you know everything that's coming out, I guess, when it comes to DC Comics. So if you want to check that out, hopefully you can stop by your local comic book shop, and they should get you that for free. All right, next in the DC department, we wound up getting Batman Fear State. This is issue 113. That's right, guys. Continues the whole Fear storyline. I'm hoping that this actually, really progresses their story. There's a lot of things going on in this book. And I want to see how this ends and how James Tynion's run actually ends up. So that's Batman issue 113. All right, next on the list, we wound up getting a Nightwing issue 84, one of my favorite DC titles as of right now. Totally excited about this series every time an issue comes out. The artwork is absolutely outstanding. It's such a masterful comic book. It really is. Tom Taylor, man, is like my favorite writer when it comes to DC Comics. So there you got it, Nightwing issue 84. Then we wound up getting Catwoman issue 35. I've apologized multiple times, guys. I have not been able to catch up on this series, but I got it because of, yes, that Jenny Frison variant. You cannot go wrong with those beautiful eyes on that cover, man. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous cover. All right, and then I wound up getting Suicide Squad issue 1 of 6, King Shark. So I had to pick it up. Wanted to see what the heck this series is about when it comes to King Shark. Check out that one page right there. I don't want to spoil any more for you. But King Shark's always eating something. But, it makes sense. He's a flipping shark, right? All right, so here's the kicker here, right? So they did not have any of my Marvel books. They did not have any of my independent books. So what do you get instead? You can't just go into the shop and buy like freaking 3 comic books, right? Got the bags and boards. That is a must. So this is very fitting for the title of this. I'll give you a hint. It's What If, right? So the first things first is I got What If issue 2, right? Daredevil killed the Kingpin from the monumental Born Again storyline. So I wound up scoring that one right there. So that's pretty cool. But wait, guys, there's more. Wound up getting What If issue number 5, right? The Vision had destroyed. What if the Vision had destroyed the Avengers? So I was like, oh, sweet. And how I found these books, I was doing that, that traditional dollar bin diving stuff, and it just came across that they stacked up on the What If comic books. I was so excited, let me just tell you, because there's a bunch more here that I'm going to show you. The next one is What If the Hulk had become a barbarian? So we've seen this in like World War Hulk, right? This is issue 23 of the series. So we wound up scoring that one. Then we wound up getting this What If Loki had found the hammer of Thor, issue 47. Sweet cover right there. Then we wound up getting What If Avengers defeated everybody, right? That's issue 29 of the series. Then we got What If Professor X of the X-Men had become the Juggernaut? And that's issue 13, obviously a different volume at this point, right? So these are in no particular order. What If the Punisher had killed Daredevil? Issue 26. This is a cool one. What If Spider-Man had kept his cosmic powers? Issue 31. Here's another one. Issue 41. What if the Avengers had fought Galactus? So that's really cool. And then we have What If Cable had destroyed the X-Men? And that's issue 46, like I said. And then this one was pretty cool. From the original series, 1979. What if Ghost Rider, Spider-Woman, and Captain Marvel were villains? So that's a cool cover right there. And I do have quite a few of these other What If comic books. So, like, I think I'm going to do a an episode where I show you all my What If comics. And then I wound up getting this one right here, which is a newer What If. This is Marvel What If Dark Reign. Check out that cover right there. That is phenomenal looking cover, right? Hawkeye, Norman, and then also featuring What If Venom Possessed Deadpool Part 4 of 4. So that's pretty cool. But last but not least, here is the kicker of this week's comic book haul. I wound up scoring this CGC 9.4 Predator Big Game issue 1. Here's that without the glare. So I was like, sweet. They wound up getting this in at the shop. Wasn't there that week or last week. It was there this week. And I'm like, man, that is just a cool book. Even though it's not worth all that much, it costs less for me to buy this than if I was to send this into CGC, pay all those fees, wait for it, and everything else. It costs less than that, to give you the idea of what I paid for it. So I was like, it's graded, it's a 9.4, it's like, why not? And so I am totally excited to have this in the collection. Adds to my very small graded collection of comic books, right? You got one there, and one there, and one over there, and now I got this one here, which I actually might display right there because I think it would look kind of cool. So we'll see how it looks. But there you guys have it. That's what I would do, obviously, if my new comic books did not come in. So when will I get those comics? Well, hopefully maybe I'll get them on Thursday. We'll see what happens. And guys, in the comments below, like I said, what would you do if your comics didn't come in time? Because it happens quite often. And of course, until next time, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that bell. And if you like this content, I'll leave you more content right here. I'm glad I could deliver at least something for you this week, guys. Take care. Happy New Comic Book Day, and I'll see you in that next video.